I've not picked up the camera in 7 days because we've been doing what we like to call workationing for the last week. A workation for us means booking a place with fast Wi-Fi and sitting on our computers for hours and hours and hours and having way too much fun doing it.
So it's funny, before we left to go travel, we were like trying to get away from routine, but when we have weeks like these, we find ourselves falling into a routine really quickly. So that's what we wanted to share with you in this video, is just kind of like the digital nomad routine that we've developed over this last week.
First, Nate wakes up way before me and makes the first batch of coffee while I'm still sleeping and eats the cereal at the table while my coffee's getting cold on the nightstand. Then I finally get up and make my breakfast, which is eggs and toast, and Nate has his second breakfast, which is the eggs and toast that I make him.
After second breakfast, it's time for another cup of coffee, and then we do several hours of work on our computers.
This is where we've been majority of the week.
At noon is when things start to get interesting, and this is when it really pays off to be workationing in a place like Thailand. Lots of bunny ears in this video.
In between working, of course, we have to come out and get our favorite Thai street foods. On our first day here, Nate looked up a khao soi restaurant because that is our absolute favorite food, maybe in the world. We found this lady. She has such a popular restaurant that we have to get here right when she opens or she runs out of food. We've basically become regulars. She like laughs when we show up because we've been here every day for lunch. Yes. We found it, we found it, we found it, we found it, we found it. We ordered beef khao soi. So good. So this place pretty much only has khao soi, which is obviously what we've gotten every day. But one of the things we really like about this place is it's like a fusion between a street food place and a regular restaurant. They're making it out on the street, but then you can come in here and sit in the AC. Thank you. So if you don't know, khao soi is a coconut curry soup with yellow noodles and fried noodles with onions and spices. Sometimes it's super hot, sometimes it's super sweet, you really never know. We ordered the extra large with an extra bowl of noodles, and it was only $1.60. This one is always the perfect combo of sweet and spicy, and I love it. If us coming here every single day doesn't express how much we love this place. We also lick our bowls clean, even though my mouth is on fire right now. If you want to come here when you're in Bangkok, I'm going to link this place in the description below. It's called Khao Soi Noodle Shop. The best. But we also want to show you one other place.
So we normally don't have two lunches, but we discovered this place yesterday, and it was so good we couldn't not share it with you. Yesterday, the khao soi place right down the road was closed, so we came here and we discovered my second favorite noodle dish that I've ever had in Thailand. It, according to the table, is Ba Mi Mo Wan Tam Yum. Long name, amazing noodles. It is, so this is like not a professional food review at all because we really don't know what we're eating. All we know is that it's delicious. It's egg noodles with house special pork flavored with tom yum sauce. And then it comes with like this bowl of soupy stuff that we're pretty sure you're supposed to pour in it. That's what we did yesterday and it was great. I'm so excited we found an excuse to eat this one more time before we left. I'm going for this big bite, but it's gonna be a mess. It's just as good as yesterday. It's these really skinny egg noodles. There's the pork in there, tons of fresh peanuts, there's green onion, cilantro, sprouts, and it's all in this super spicy red broth. Oh, look, I'm already sweating on my nose from the spice and mouth forehead. I'm gonna walk out of here soaked.
Iced Thai tea is the best way to wash down a spicy soup. It's so good. So much sugar and cream in here.
So this place is just like the khao soi place. It's like a fusion of street food and a restaurant, so they cook all the food outside and then they bring it into the AC so you can eat. This place is called Moo Moo Noodles. It's only like a 5-second walk away from the khao soi shop, so you can totally knock out both of these in one stop. We'll link it down below so you can find both of these and come check them out. So I know we've already had 2 lunches, but this is the part of the day where we normally go get dessert. And normally we have mango sticky rice, but for some reason today our mango sticky rice lady has disappeared, which is really sad, but this does give us an opportunity to try something new. This lady behind me is cooking these like hard crepey little things. They look like they have mayonnaise or something in the middle. I'm hoping it's sweet, I don't know, but we're gonna try it out. Oh, you get a lot of them. Oh, they're still hot. Yes. Oh, it's really hard. It's more like a chip than a crepe. Oh, that's really good. I was really sad about the mango sticky rice, but I'm not as sad anymore. It's like, I'm trying to think of, oh, okay. It's like the outside of an ice cream cone filled with sticky meringue, and then there's some orange stuff in there that I have no clue what it is. You can't really taste it. Super sweet. After lunch, it is back to the apartment and we get several good hours of work done. And I can just like see you behind the computer screen going, what do you work on? Don't you just travel around the world, have fun all day? You don't have to work. Fair. We do have a lot of fun, but there actually is quite a bit of work that goes into the back end of producing these videos and constantly traveling.
For example, Nate does everything, like from researching where we're going next, how we're gonna get there, are we gonna use points, are we gonna pay for it, is there a bus, is there a train, should we do an overnight train, should we do it during the day, what city are we gonna go to, where are we gonna stay in that city, are we gonna stay in Airbnb, are we gonna book a hotel?
This means I spend a lot of time behind the computer pulling up like a million tabs trying to research what we're gonna do, how we're gonna get there, and then what we're gonna film that day to make an interesting video.
Most importantly, what do we eat there?
While I'm doing all of that, Kara's doing the one thing that she does best. She is editing our videos. Like literally that's pretty much all she does, because a video takes her anywhere between 6 to 10 to 12 hours to edit. By the time you edit it, by the time you upload it, choose a cover photo, choose a title, write all the description, it just takes a while. So like my goal every day is to take as much as possible off of her plate so she can just focus on the editing, because you would not be watching these videos if I tried to edit them.
Another big part of the workation is getting ahead on editing. So we pretty much film every day, but we only upload about every other day. So if we never took these workations, we would get so behind.
We'd be 6 months behind by the end of the year. It would be very confusing. Since we've been getting a lot of questions about what working on your computer, no more bunny ears. We thought we'd go ahead and like fully flesh this out. In addition to all the things we just mentioned, I'm also managing and updating my travel hacking course on a regular basis. We're interacting with patrons on our Patreon page, sending out postcards, and also getting ready for a Vespa tour that we're planning in Italy. We'll link all of those things down below.
Actually, about this time, 4:07 p.m., we stopped working for a little bit and we reward ourselves. After all of that sitting inside, we allow ourselves about an hour of vitamin D every day.
I literally have to drag Kara out of the pool every day. She talks me into coming down here for 1 hour, and then we're down here for at least 2 by the time I get her back upstairs.
It's so beautiful out here.
Round 2 of story time. We just learned that our dinner and everything we just filmed sitting right here had no audio. This little cord that attaches our microphone to our camera broke, but luckily I bought a new one at the mall today, so we'll tell our story again. So normally after dinner we come back, we work for a couple more hours, and we go to bed. But tonight's a little bit different because tomorrow we're actually going to Myanmar, and we have a ton of junk all over the room that has to be packed up. But before we end this video, we wanted to tell you like a little story, or just kind of like reminisce on our last time here in Bangkok.
So when we got to Bangkok last week, we were thinking about the last time we were here, and we couldn't believe it had been almost 2 years since we've been to Thailand.
Almost exactly 2 years.
Which is crazy. So we were thinking about that trip, and we remembered that the hotel we stayed in was in like the backpacker area of Bangkok, and it was maybe $10 a night. And our blankets were the airplane blankets that you get like on long flights.
Like the free ones that they give you. Somebody had stolen them off the airplane, and that's what they gave us to sleep with.
That was the only blanket on the bed.
Looks like we got 2 towels for our sheets. It looks to be stain free.
They're not towels, they're blankets. And so we like froze that night and had to turn the AC off the next night, and it was just funny.
I mean, we were just on like such a tight budget. We were trying to save every penny that we could because we had a certain amount of money saved up, and when that money ran out, we had to quit traveling.
Yeah.
Because at that point, we hadn't turned on any ads on our YouTube channel. We were 2 months into it. We didn't know if YouTube was gonna like be a thing.
Yeah, nobody was watching our videos, so I feel like we kind of have YouTube to thank for this Airbnb workation.
It's not that one's better than the other. It's just really fun to look at how much things have changed in the past 2 years.
Because it's easy to just look back and be like, oh, we've had a fantastic 2.5 years of travel, and it has been. But when you have this comparison, like, we're back in the same city we were in 2 years ago, but it is a completely different experience. We are still eating street food, though.
Well, and the thing about like this Airbnb is it's still a great deal. It's less than $50 a night.
Yeah.
We have an incredible pool. We have a kitchen. We have a wash. Like, you don't have to pay that much more.
Yeah, for this.
I don't know. We just thought that was really fun when we started thinking back to it.
If you've been following us since then, thank you.
Yes.
All right, tomorrow we go to Myanmar.
That did just spoil it.